I was okay until the kids came in. Whew. Okay. Good morning, Chapel Hill.
Good morning.
I'm Lori Runyon. Get my notes out here. First, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this morning. I know your bellies are getting rumbly and you're ready to go to lunch. But thank you to the search committee for spending the time with me, to get to know me, and for recommending me as the children's minister at Chapel Hill. I wanted to share just a few things from my heart this morning, but I wrote them down because I can ramble if I'm not careful. So I just wanted to let y'all know how excited I am. If I've said that once over the last 3 months, I've said it 1,000 times. I'm excited. I'm excited to be at Chapel Hill. Regardless, I'm excited to be here. I love this place. I love your worship, your spirit, your heart. Everybody that I have met on every committee has just been a joy to talk to and to know. And I really do mean that. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the opportunity. I have been praying for 6 years for God to put me where He wanted me to be. Doing what He wanted me to do, where He wanted me to do it at. So I'm excited about the opportunity. I'm excited about the possibilities. I see excitement and I see the possibilities of what we can be. The Lord has put so many thoughts and ideas about how we can grow the children's ministry in not only numbers, but to have a focus on deep spiritual roots that will carry our children into the next phase of their life. I'm excited about the relationships. Again, I've met so many great people here already, and from what I've observed, I can see that you have a love for one another and a unity that God will bless in years to come. I was impressed just by how y'all were including one another in on every meeting. The committee brought the staff in, and then when we would meet, somebody else would come in, and so that's been amazing to me that it wasn't, oh, this is the children, this has nothing to do with you. Everybody wanted everybody to be involved, and that speaks really volumes. I'm excited about the future. God has good things planned for the body of Christ. He is not done here at Chapel Hill. And I know y'all know that. But Paul declares this in Philippians 1:6, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Jesus Christ. And that is, we've got to believe that, right? We've got to believe that. So I'm excited, but I'm also thankful. I couldn't come up here and not express my thankfulness to the Lord, first of all, for my salvation. I'm thankful that God loved me enough to send His Son to die for me so that I could have a personal relationship with Him. There is nothing better, there's no better decision, there is no greater honor than to be a child of God, but then to serve God is an even greater blessing. I'm thankful for all the experiences, good and bad, that have brought me to this point, in this place, today, right now. I'm thankful for the waiting, for the 6 years of waiting, and probably more, because it's helped to prepare me and create in my heart this fire for ministry. I'm thankful for my husband, who has always supported me, and he said I had to mention him. I'm thankful for my husband who's always supported me and stood beside me no matter what God was leading me to do. Even when I said, honey, I really want to quit my full-time job and just go to school so that I can do ministry. So he's always allowed God to be first in my life. So thank you. So I'm excited, I'm thankful, and I'm ready. I'm ready to serve and to work and to be in the middle of what God is doing at Chapel Hill. I'm ready to love your children and to help them and to lead them into a loving, thriving, personal relationship with Jesus. I believe with all my heart that when God's people come together and glorify Him, there is nothing that God cannot do through them. Jeremiah 29:11 is one of my favorites. God promises that for I know the plans I have for you. God has plans. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and hope. And there's your future, and there's your hope right there. They walked in about 5 minutes ago, and I was like, oh, that's our future and our hope. There is a lot of work to do, right? There's a lot of work to do, but God is faithful. And He'll give you exactly who you need and what you need to accomplish the work, because this is His church. Through the grace of God, we can minister to children and families. Come alongside children when they're struggling, because they're going to struggle. Right? Share grace when they fail, because they're going to fail. We don't bring our children to church so that they don't fail, right? They're going to fail. But when they know Jesus and they have a personal relationship with Him, that failure is not the end. So we can minister to children and families, come alongside children when they're struggling, celebrate their spiritual victories. Intentionally invest our time and efforts into their lives. We've got to be intentional with this, because that time is very short. My husband and I will continue to pray for God's will to be done in this decision, and that Chapel Hill will continue to seek the Lord in all that you do as you rebuild this great church. Thank you.